Welcome everybody, New Joker 6 here. Welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh GX Duel Academy. We're going to start off by going off to Jaden's room and going off to Cyrus. And we are going to have our first duel. He says not to take him lightly just because, you know, we're going to go with heads for the coin flip. And we got it correct, so we get to choose who goes first, and I'm choosing that I'm going first here. Now, if you've never watched this series, you know Cyrus's brother is the best in the school, and Cyrus is one of the worst. As you see, for the starter decks that you get to start with here, the wind, fire, and water, and on it, there's some pretty decent cards. You see, we got some Luster Dragon of 1900, 4-star. That's some pretty good for starting out here. Not to mention there's quite a few others, such as the Trap Hole, which is good for anything over 1500 attack. And the Negate Attack, to just completely block. Now, anytime you place something down, such as a trap, you're going to constantly see that message popping up asking if you want to activate anything. If you can activate them during any of the turns, or at any phase, you get the it constantly pops up over and over and over, and it really gets annoying. So don't play it unless you plan to use it on your next turn. Otherwise, you're going to deal with that message popping up constantly. And it does, after a while, it really gets annoying. Now, the smart thing he did is he played his Gyroid there, which means we have to attack him twice. So it takes 2 monsters to beat him. And there Cyrus goes, making a smart move with Torrential Tribute, completely getting rid of everything on the field. So now I'm left wide open, and on his turn he can make a summon. So the only thing I can really do now is just place a trap. Which, lucky for me, I had a Negate Attack that I drew on the first turn. So now, no matter what he does now, unless he has something to counter it, I'm protected this round still. So although he had a good move, it's all for naught. Thanks to the activation of the Negate Attack. And now we just continue on making Cyrus look, well, like the pathetic duelist he is at the moment. Yeah, that's one thing I like about the Wind deck here. It comes with Harpy Lady, Cyber Harpy Lady, Cyber Shield, Harpy Lady Sisters, Harpy's Pet Dragon, and Elegant Egotist. So it's got that whole set there. Now you might be asking, well, what about Harpy Lady Sisters 1, 2, 3? Well, I don't think they're in this game. So, logically, they're not in here. Not in the deck. Now, if you didn't watch the first episode for whatever reason, you just want to get right into the dueling and see how that works. Well, you can see how it works here. And I did have this up on another channel, Snatch Steal. That is a good move for him. He gets to take mine, attack with 2 cards. When I will gain 1,000 every turn. Anyway, I did have this up on another channel, but since I closed that channel down, also another excellent move there. But these videos were doing pretty decent. So upon closing that channel down, since I wasn't really using it anyway, I went ahead and re-got my recordings off of there. And now since I put them up on this channel, I'm just adding some commentary to them now. Now, the sound you're hearing, the music, is not part of the game. With this emulator, for whatever reason, running this ROM, this music does not work on it. So I just went ahead and found some music to put in to play on in the background. That way people still had something to listen to even though they were just watching. So that limiter removal was nice. doubled his machine monster's attack. The only problem with that is his monster was destroyed. So, I mean, it's nice, but sometimes it'll cost you. It's one of those you gotta weigh the odds. Is it worth it or is it not? So let's go ahead and play the giant Trunade. Put that Snatch Steel back in his hand and get my monster back, leaving it at 2-1. Let's go right into the battle phase and attack him directly. Big points, he's losing now. 1700 from the Kuwagata. And then, what do we got here? Cyber Harpy Lady for another 1800. Oh, not even paying attention, but I guess thanks to limited removal and Snatch Steel, he was able to get almost half my life points down. Pretty good, Cyrus, pretty good. Now, if you are new to this game, or just kind of want to test the deck, see which one you like, then I would recommend going against Cyrus. He does use machines, so you can go ahead and look out for that. And in addition, just about all his cards are under 1500 and less, unless they have an ability. Very few of his monsters are actual tributes, like the big core there. And as you saw what he did with the Snatch Steel, that was a perfect example. Snatch Steel to take it, and then sacrifice it right away for a tribute. That way he did not have to give me 1,000 life points, and it cost me a monster. You see, I just drew that Elegant Egotist, and I've got a Harpy Lady in hand. So why don't we just go ahead and just use that combo. Harpy Lady, and then the Elegant Egotist. If you don't know what that card does, it allows me to summon the Harpy Lady Sisters or another Harpy Lady from my deck. And I'm going to go with the Harpy Lady Sisters. Going to go with defense mode. Now I know he's got that Cyrus's card has a lot of attack, but he can only attack so many times with the big core. That's a drawback. So as long as you can hold out and you're good against his other cards, then you're fine. Now, since I did have to play the Harpy Lady face up in order to use Elegant Egotist, I did have to sacrifice 1,000 off of that. Unfortunate loss, but sometimes you gotta accept it. He's got that nice card face down. Don't know if it's a trap or what. Bladefly has a nice ability. If you take a look, all wind monsters get 500 bonus, and as you remember, this whole deck is 500. Is 500 for the wind. So pretty much all your monsters that you have, the Bladefly will increase it if you can keep it out there. So we're gonna summon. Are we? Yes. I seem to have been conflicted when I was doing this one. Of which to do. Discard one wind monster from your hand. Okay, I was reading that. Well, maybe we'll be able to see that one. So what are you going to? We're going with the Bladefly. Okay, so that's a 500 bonus. 2450 becomes Harpy Lady Sister's new attack. So we'll go ahead and switch that into attack position. Enter the battle phase and take out that big core of his. 2450, and his attack was only what, 23? Yeah, 23, so that's only 150, but that gets his biggest card out of there. He's got a negate attack, so he saved himself this round, but next round he's done, unless he can take out the Bladefly there. If he's smart enough to. Instead, he goes ahead and takes the sacrifice, since his card is going to be gone anyway. What do we have? I don't know. But now we got the Lady Ninja. Yay! It was 1600 as well. Bladefly now has 11. Let's go ahead and play the Cyber Shield. Increase the Harpy Lady Sisters even further. Now thanks to the Bladefly and the Cyber Shield, Harpy Lady Sisters has 2950, almost 3,000. Man, so we go into attack. I'm confident the Lady Ninja Yay has enough to take out whatever he's got sitting there. And it is UFO-roid. So it is gone. Almost enough to protect him. If I would have used the Bladefly, it wouldn't have been enough. UFO-roid was able to save him. He got to summon another monster in its place when it was destroyed, so that's good for him. However, I still got 2 more to attack, and the Harpy Lady Sisters is the only one strong enough to take it out. So I'll go ahead, that's 1550. And then Bladefly still has 1100, so that almost makes up for it. And that'll only leave Cyrus left with just a small 250. He's gonna need something big if he were to turn this around. He only really got one good turn, that was with the Snatch Steal combo with the limiter removal, leaving me wide open for the direct attack on the 2. It was a lot of damage, but wasn't good enough. Because he got card destruction, I had nothing in my hand anyway, so makes no difference. He just got 1 new card. And since he only has 1 card, he played it. It's a monster. There's no point to it. Either way, he's gone no matter what it is. It could be a man-eater bug and you get rid of it and it's gone. When that monster attacks a face-down defense position monster, the face-down monster is destroyed immediately. Handy for if you know your opponent has penguin soldiers or man-eater bugs, which a lot of people have at least one of them, at least while you're here in Slifer Red. They at least have one of those two. So we'll just use that to eliminate it completely. No effects, no nothing. Quick and simple finishing this up. And we'll go with the overkill to get a little more duelist points. If you can get a big overkill like that, I say go for it if you need the duelist points. Now, if you really need duelist points too, you can also become a dropout student, and then you face a certain teacher, and whatever your life points are. So if you're good at your life points with your cards, you can get yourself up to like 10,000 life points, maybe more. You get that much into DP. So if you got 10,000 life points, you get 10,000 DP. And that'll be it for today.